What's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 wakeboarding tricks for you intermediate riders out there, where when you guys will learn these 5 tricks, it'll put you onto that next level of becoming an advanced wakeboarder. So you guys showed me a lot of love on that video where I talked about the top 5 tricks for amateur wakeboarders. So today we're doing the part 2 of that, which is for the intermediate riders. So it'll be kind of similar route of tricks, but I guess the next step to that trick. And then a few other little things that might be scary or might be a little bit of a challenge for some of you, but will really help you afterwards in the long run and will give you a much bigger bag of tricks in the future. So I'm gonna have you guys POV. We're gonna talk through all the tricks, the most basic way to do it, a bit more of an advanced way to do it if you can somewhat already do it. And then I'm gonna have John follow me with the drone so I can show you guys kind of what it looks from my perspective and what it looks like from the outside. We're gonna be going through a lot of things today. We're gonna be going through air tricks, obstacle tricks, kicker tricks, transfer tricks. We're gonna be covering it all because if you guys want to be an intermediate rider, you gotta, it's now that time to, you know, be able to do a little bit of everything in your riding. So we're gonna start with the first thing today, which are learning your basic air tricks. So we're gonna hop on the water now and I'm gonna show you guys some of the basic air tricks that you should learn. There's 2 main ones, and these are the 2 easiest ones to learn. And then I'm gonna show you kinda what you can start doing with these 2 once you've learned these 2. So let's go hop on the water. Chi-Chi's already been in the water. And yeah, let's get straight into the video, guys. Go subscribe if you're not, go like the video, and let's go get into this. Oh, Chi-Chi! All right, boys, let's get straight into it now. So the first thing was basic air tricks. So the first trick that all you intermediate riders should know are the basic air tricks, which I would say is an air railie and a back roll. The air railie is a bit easier to learn and easier to do, just hurts a lot more to learn. The back roll is a tiny bit little harder to understand in the beginning maybe, but hurts a lot less when you fall. So I kind of recommend to learn the back roll first so you can work on your scoops and get your scoops properly sorted out and then move on to the railie to avoid a couple painful crashes in the beginning. So let's head on over to the corner and I'll show you guys how to get it done. All right, guys, so for the back roll, you want to be a little bit to the left side of the cable, and then near the end, 1, 2, scoop, and remember to pull the handle straight back into your hip. A short 2-second edge, scoop, kick your leg out over your shoulder and look over the shoulder. Keep looking till you see the water, and once you see the water, bring the handle back into your hip. Now for the railie, same thing. You want to go to the inside of the lake, cut for, I would say, 3 seconds for the air railie, scoop, get the legs out behind you. When you feel like you're at the point where you're starting to come back down, you got the part going up and then the part going back down. When you feel like you're coming back down, 2 hands, handle into the hip, get your feet back under you. So for the railie, similar, come around the corner, go to the inside of the lake, and then 1, 2, 3, release, pull it back into your hip and come around the corner. Now once you figured those 2 out, you could take your railie into a crip. So basically, railie, pull the rope into your other hip to bring it to switch, or back roll to revert. So you do the back roll, drop the drop the front hand, and it'll take you over to revert. If you guys want a video on how to do a railie or a back roll more in depth, let me know in the comments, because I think that would be a video just on its own, explaining those just on its own. All right, guys, so for the second trick that all you intermediate riders should be doing is gonna be one of my favorite things to do at a cable park, and that's a rail-to-rail transfer. It's become very popular in the last like 8 to 10 years of wakeboarding, and now every park has a sick rail-to-rail or rail-to-rail-to-rail. Like in this case, we have these 3 right here. So I'm going to show you guys how to start learning rail-to-rails, and then once you get comfortable with them, kind of what to do to get more comfortable with them, what you can practice to make them easier, and all the possibilities that you can do with them. So when you're doing a rail-to-rail, the best is usually to do it on a pipe because it's round and it's easier to push off of. So you kind of want to ollie onto the top of the pipe, lean over to the corner, and then push off the corner. So if you look right here, come on, and then whoop. You see how I get on the top, get onto the corner of the pipe, and then push off the corner. You want to get onto the flat part, get onto the corner, and then push on over. You also want to come in very straight usually, or a little bit outside in, to sort of get yourself pulled in to the next pipe. Straight in, off the side, boom, boom, woo! Once you're comfortable with the pipe to pipe, the triple rail to rail. So come in from the outside, 1, 2, 3. See how you come out wide, let yourself get pulled into each pipe, get on top, get to the corner, push, get on top, get to the corner, push, boom. Just like here. Get on top, to the corner, push. And then when you're comfortable with it, you can try all sorts of different rail to rails, like 50-50 to 270, 50-50 to back lip, 50-50 to 360. You can go all sorts of different combinations, board slide to board slide, back lip to back lip, whatever you like. So the third trick that all intermediate riders should be able to do is handle pass transfer. So whether it's a backside 270 transfer, backside 450 transfer, or frontside 360 transfer, handle pass transfers I think are a great trick to have in the bag. Really good for contests, good on video, and to be fair, when you can do them, they're super fun when you have a good transfer to do it on. So this right here is a perfect transfer to start with. I'm gonna go for toe side, backside 270, and just do it off the kicker going straight. See if I can finish the rotation and still be above the rail. And then when I see that I'm comfortable with it, I can do the back 270 every time. I'm getting over the rail. There's nothing to be worried about. You can go in and commit. Make sure to pick a transfer that you're already super comfortable with, that you've already done transfer frontside 270s on, or transfer back lifts on. And one that you're just hitting all the time that's easy for you, and a rotation that's good for you. Like right now I picked the toe side backside 270 because for me that's one of the easier rotations there is to transfer with. But if for you it's a heel side backside 270 or a heel side front side 360, it all works the same way. Just do the same steps but with your preferred rotation. So now that I'm comfortable doing it just straight off the kicker, you're going to come in with more speed. Point your nose at the angle you want to land, and just do the exact same thing with that harder edge, with the nose pointing to where you want to land, and then you're gonna get it. All the tricks we've talked about now, if you've got the basics leading up to these tricks, they're gonna be very easy, and to be fair, 90% of it is just committing and going for it. And that's when you'll usually end up landing it or getting very close and being like, damn, it wasn't too bad. If you guys have any questions, just go ask me down in the comments. Don't be shy. I'm always happy to help out. If you guys ever want any coaching sessions, hit me up on Instagram. And if you're ever in Thailand or I'm in Europe, we can definitely get one going. One last thing I want to mention is you want to pull on the way up the kicker and spin in the air. Never free spin it. I'll show you on my heel side. Pull, spin, absorb the landing, and there you go. 270s onto rails. Alright guys, so number 4, which is gonna be 270s onto rails, or like Ollie back lip onto rails. Kind of all the Ollies onto rails that's not just the Ollie on. So pretty much taking the Ollie on to the next step. So for the Ollie front 270, you Ollie, pull it into the hip, bring the handle to your butt, and then kick that front leg over. This right here is a perfect rail to practice it on. Ollie, boom, hold it till the end, absorb the landing. That's a perfect rail to do it on because it's got a nice little entrance to it and it's wide. Now when that's easy for you, pick something a little thinner. For example, this right here with a little bit more of an Ollie on, and just do the same thing. Now a good goal is to have all the 270s. So if you're doing it on your right foot, why not switch over to your left foot and then do the same thing. Obviously, always good to start with something wide and boxy like the Rainbow, and then work your way onto a skinnier rail, a thinner rail, a steeper rail. Then the final step, once you've done it from the front of the rail, is to do it from the side. So come in with a bit more speed, lift the front leg up, 270, and there you go. But if you work your way up to it, it'll be a lot easier than just going straight for it from the side. Now the final step for the 270s on would be the backside 270 on, which is the toughest one. Start with something big and boxy like the Rainbow. And a good way to start doing them is to go Ollie backside 180 and then zeech it over to 270. Once you get comfy on a big rail, then try it onto something like this and whip it all the way around. For the Ollie back lip, same thing. Instead of kicking that front leg over, you want to kick that back leg over. So come in with one hand, Ollie, kick the back leg over, handle close to the butt, and get that landing right. Now a good way at getting better at ollieing onto things is to ollie onto bigger things. So if, for example, you learned how to do an Ollie back lip from the side onto this pipe right here, for example. So come in, get nice over it, and then start turning over. The best thing to do is just find bigger things, because ollieing on the water, for some weird reason, you only get a certain height. But whenever you find something bigger, you can somehow get up there. So this one, for example, get nicely over the rail and then rotate. Same with the 270, same with the backside 270. If you start too early, you'll hit the corner of the rail, and that's no fun. So always, same with the transfer 270s, get nicely over the rail, pull that in, and then start rotating once you're in the air. All right, boys, so now for trick number 5 that all intermediate riders should be doing, and I would say that's double handle passes, like 720s, backside 540s. But I think that if you want to call yourself an intermediate rider, you're already past the point of 360s and frontside 540s, and it's time to step up your little kicker game into 720s, backside 5s. And a big mistake when I coach people on 720s is they try to pull as hard as they can in the beginning, and at the end of the spin they get this crazy tension and they can never get the second handle pass. Don't shoot your load too quick. Go for 2 little pulls, a little pull for the first back 3, a bigger pull for the second back 3, and it should make your life easier. So right now I'm going to do a heel back 7, which is my preferred 720 to do. So you want to come in with a nice edge, little pull in the beginning, another pull now, and stick that landing. Front side 720, same thing. Whew. So there you have it, boys. Those are the top 5 tricks I think all intermediate wakeboarders should do to kind of get themselves to that next level of riding. All these tricks will just help you to kind of move on to the next step of your wakeboard journey. Now the cool thing with wakeboarding is there are no rules, so the best way I would say to improve your wakeboarding is to just have fun on the water, get creative, mess around a lot, just have a good time at the lake with your friends. To be fair, if you're doing what you love doing and you're ready to push it a little bit and get out of your comfort zone here and there, I think you'll definitely become a good rider. So we're gonna wrap it up right there, boys. I hope this helps you. You guys seem to have loved the amateur video I did. If you guys want an advanced version of this, let me know in the comments and we'll make it happen. And if you guys want any other tutorial style videos, let me know the tricks, let me know the tips, let me know kind of, yeah, what video you guys want me to make it on. If you guys want to support the channel, go grab yourself my new 2028 vest. It is reversible. The inside is bright orange. The outside is very simple. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right there, boys. Go subscribe if you're not. Go like the video, please, especially if this helped you. And yeah, let me know in the comments what kind of tutorials you guys want next. Other than that, boys, I'll see you guys on Sexy Monday.